Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a very special video. Today we are walking down memory lane looking at the first ever Lego DC superhero set with Superman. And because of the new film, I thought what better time to look back at this. This is a sealed copy of the Man of Steel's first ever appearance. It's a very special set number 6862, Superman versus Power Armor Lex, had 207 pieces and originally retailed for $19.99 USD or $24.99 Canadian and released back in 2012. It also had 3 figures, including Wonder Woman, which is crazy, our first Lex Luthor obviously as well, and there's a comic book included. This was just such a special set for me that when it was about to retire at Mastermind Toys, if you are a longtime fan of the channel, you know that's where we got a lot of the sets early. I picked this up and I don't regret it because I figured, this is probably going to go up in value. It's now worth, some listings have it for almost $100. This also had an advertisement for Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes, which was just like, what a time. Like, just looking at this box and the whole design and box art here, especially with these 3 on the side, like this really takes me back to my childhood here. I played with this set so much, but let's go ahead. Let's build this. Here it is built. This is the same one that I had as a kid. I did not open the sealed box. I had to remove some modifications that I made for this myself, changing up some colors and different things. But let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this set. All right, so here's the mech. And this mech, believe it or not, is our first ever superheroes mech. This was the first one. So this is kind of a really important piece of history with where we are today, with all of the other mechs that we are getting recently. And what's crazy is, like, talking about the price of this, like, this is $14.99 USD or $17.99 Canadian. So it's kind of crazy to think about, this is where we are today, so much smaller. I think piece-wise, this has 120, so about 90 less pieces, but and 3 figures versus 2. But anyways, I just thought I'd show you that side by side because I know a lot of other people also wanted that to be a Lex mech like this, and that would have been a really cool little throwback to this. This definitely needs to be remastered. But in terms of the posability and everything, believe me, very familiar with this. I've played with this so much as a kid. You can hear the joints squeaking and everything. Like this really has gone through it here. This was just such a special thing to me. So it is able to stand on one foot there as well, and you can bend it there with the ball joints, and there's even ball joints there on the shoulders as well, and as well on the hands there. Speaking of these hands, you just sort of slide a figure inside, so you put Wonder Woman there, which was really cool back then, just to have this huge mech grabbing minifigures and everything. There's no spot to like lock her in like we see with some other mechs recently, but also these are the old fingers. Like, I guess some mechs actually still use this, but you've also got the little cap pieces there on the end for some transparent lime green, which goes all throughout this here, which looks great, especially there on the shoulders with those pieces. The purple caps and everything look great there too. A lot of times with mechs, when I review them, I'm like, oh, it's just the exact same thing reflected. That's the case here for this middle part of the arm, but the hand is actually a lot longer than the other side here. So that's kind of interesting. You've also got same sort of design there with the purple piece there, but the big gun, which is supposed to be a big deconstructor from Lego Batman 2. It's really cool. It's powered by kryptonite there, which is the dark, regular, transparent green instead of the bright green that we get for kryptonite nowadays. So I think that's really interesting there. And the build for that's really cool, how it's actually encased inside of the glass. And I always found myself, because at the time this was my only piece of kryptonite, I was constantly removing it, and then you just place it back inside very easily. You've got this big pole piece there on the end, as well as another one of those little missile cap pieces there with some glass dishes. Also just want to point this out here. The connection point is crazy to me. So this pin here that sits inside of the hand, which usually I feel like nowadays, again, you'd be able to swap hands with this. But regardless here, this connection point would not be acceptable today. You can see here, if I look at it from this side, you can see it's not even flush actually down, because the more you push down, it'll actually break apart there because you're pushing the pin down, but then this pin is pushing into the build. So it was a very easy fix here. But if you just put one more 2x2 plate there, it actually looks a lot better. I think it doesn't have that gap, so you're not constantly trying to push down, and it doesn't break the rest of the build. And it actually powers the mech. So this big flexible tube piece here runs all the way into the back here, which I pretended that these were like jet packs there in the back so that he can like blast off. But you've also got some more of those little missile cap pieces there inside of these domes, which are just very easy to remove. And you've got some little purple studs there. The whole middle section actually can turn and spin 360 degrees. And to get access to the inside, you just open up that big cockpit there and you take your Lex Luthor minifigure and you place him inside, which you then can turn the little levers there and angle them so that Lex can actually hold on to them and move around and power up the mech. The build for the feet is very much what you see in the rest of the build here, with those transparent pieces as well as the purple ones down below at the feet. And you've got this 2x2 dish there, some bow pieces throughout this, and the legs are the exact same on both sides. You've got some transparent 1x2 tiles there, as well as some grill pieces in the middle, which look good and work well for the mech. Over here on the back of the legs, you have a lot of anti-studs exposed here. But again, this was very much a set from 2012. Here is Superman, and this was actually a New York Comic-Con exclusive for just a little bit until the set's released. But this figure is not the original one that I had. That cape is absolutely tattered, but the trunks look great. Really need them printed. That's something we still have yet to get. I love the torso, looks great with all the muscles, the Superman S there, the belt, and of course the old cape here looks great, just not with the big thick cloth ones now that really cover up the whole neck. But also now we've got rubber. The hairpiece was amazing for the time too, with the little curl. And you can see on one side he's just got this generic expression, and on the other he's got this big smirk. Maybe it's him fighting, I don't really know. I used to pretend that it was him smiling until we got ones with a lot of other expressions. And of course on the back of the torso here, you can see he's got some back muscles there and the belt printed there as well. Here is Wonder Woman, who looks just amazing. Like the leg printing, side leg printing, insane. Unfortunately, it's printed on red instead of it being dual molded, so you've got it looking not quite like the regular flesh color up above. But I mean, the leg printing there looks amazing with the stars there, the boots as well with the white. She, of course, has her golden lasso of truth as well. And the torso looks great, again, printed on red, so it looks a little bit off. And you can see this hairpiece that they created with the tiara there is amazing. And if you just remove that, you could see just what that looks like there on the back. On the other side of the face, she's got this angry expression as well as some back torso printing there. And this was just insane to get. This also would later appear in her own LEGO Dimensions Fun Pack, so it's the exact same figure. One of my favorite things to do was actually tie up Lex here and have the lasso of truth compel him, which is just so cool that they designed it that way here. Here is Lex Luthor, who looks amazing. Like, to me, I think it's my favorite Lex minifigure. I know we've got a lot of really cool power suits, but like as a kid, this is absolutely my favorite. I love the face there. He had his own face back then. Like, he didn't share the one with Bruce. He had his own one, which I don't know why they moved away from that. But the suit as well, just the black suit, is amazing. And I see this and I hear him here from the Lego Batman 2. Like, this is just so, so cool. There you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Superman versus Power Armor Lex set. This is by far, like, this right here is my childhood, and I love this so much. I would love a remake of this. I think this would be so cool to see, like we talked about before. And just the fact that we got Superman and Wonder Woman in a set right at the start of DC Superheroes, I feel like it just set us up so well. And we got some good stuff over the years, but now we're really lacking. Like, this would be insane to get today. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of this set? Do you have this original one? Are you going to go out and get it? If you want to, you can find my ranking and tier list of all the other Superman sets that he has ever appeared in minifigure form, which I'll link here at the end. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I don't have sealed boxes or even the boxes for a lot of these older sets, so I'm not sure how I would film it. But if you want more throwback sets, comment down below which sets you'd like to see me go back and look at. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.